Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. That's a great song. It's a good song. And Ethan, it's not gay to wear tights. It's gay to have someone fuck your face with their dick while you're wearing tights. Is that not true? Is that not a true fact?
Wait, what's the question?
Nah, forget about it. I was asking it just to Ethan. Watching the conversation here. All right, here's a real personal fact. Today, this morning, I peed a little bit in the bed that I was sleeping in. This is an absolute true fact. I wasn't sleeping in my own bed. I was sleeping in the bed of a woman, and I woke up and I felt a little spurt come out. I was like, that's no good. I was like, that's not right. This isn't my bed. I'm not wearing my own pajama bottoms. I went up the stairs and I finished my pee. I went back down and saw that she had rolled into the spot where I was sleeping. But she was still asleep, She didn't notice that she was laying in a small puddle of my urine. And so I tried to very casually lay back down in the spot where she was in. And I wound up feeling too weird and leaving while she was still asleep. Coming up next, we have Greg Cleesiak.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight? So, I shaved recently because last week I found my first ever white hair in my beard, and I freaked out. A couple of days later, I found my second ever white hair in my beard, and I just stopped going down on people at the nursing home. I was at this health food store recently, and I was gonna get a pizza, and the pizza had on it sun-dried tomatoes and goat cheese. And my first thought was is that really a health food? Because when I was a kid, I had a book and it had a goat, right? And goats fucking don't they eat tin cans and tires and shit? And I learned this recently on the Wikipedia before it blacked out, is that cheese is actually a mold. So I'm eating a mold made of tin cans and that's gonna give me the strength to go for a jog and all that shit. This is funny. Is when you do heroin, they call it getting high, but when my grandma does it, she always ends up low on the ground. It's funny because she told me she was addicted to heroin. At first, I thought she just bought a lot of Wonder Woman comic books. If Rick Santorum's campaign dies, do you think he'll take it home and show it to his kids? So hey, did you guys see that Senator Gabby Gifford? She's the one, she got shot. She's back doing her thing, right? And this is fun. Recently I saw she wrote a book. I mean, they expect me to believe this lady was laid up in the hospital with a bullet in her head, sitting up being it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. I've tried doing shit when I have the flu and I can't crawl out of bed and shit. I don't know. Oh yeah. So I was following that Michael Jackson trial when it was happening, right? And that was shocking because his family, they were mortified because they said this thing we're disgusted that they're talking about all this stuff in court. And I guess mostly they were disgusted because it's going to ruin the big twist in the book they're writing. They're all scummy. It's fucked up, too, because the lady on CNN was he'd become an object to those who cared about him most. And I'm like, yeah, the dude was 75% plastic. Oh, yeah, a lot of senators are retiring recently. That was on the news. They're we're going to be losing over 150 years experience. And that was just one guy. Oh yeah, did you guys hear about our governor, Tim Murray? He fucking crashed a car 100 miles an hour, and he said that he was not drunk driving. That what did he fucking? He just said he happens not to remember the couple of hours before he got into the car, and he just so happened to be going 105. And I kind of believe him. That's about it. Hey, you've been great tonight.